Community Bank is getting ready to break ground on a new downtown Parkersburg building with the help of the Wood County Economic Development Group. The project comes as Camden Clark prepares to build its new North Tower, and that expansion means the bank will be moving from its current spot on Juliana Street. Executive Director for Wood County Economic Development, Lindsay Pearsall, says Community Bank is funding the project. Crews could start site work any day now. The goal is to have the building turned over by December 2027. President and CEO of Community Bank Parkersburg, Susan Barber, says the new facility will be larger, combining branch services and headquarters operations into one space.
That's what we do. We help people find sites. We looked at a couple of different sites before we landed on this one, but it was the winner, and we're going to take them through the entire build. We're working with 3D Construction, who's the contractor, and the Mills Group, who's the architect. All of the subs will get the building built, and then when it's finished by December of 2027, we'll turn it over to Community Bank, and they will be the owners.
This will be a 22,000 square foot facility that will house our branch operations plus our headquarters. It will be full retail service plus all of our back-end operations. It will take the place of our current location at 631 Juliana Street.
Barber says she is looking forward to helping revitalize downtown Parkersburg while increasing customer access for their patrons.